News 46 is brought to you by Dr. George Leaks, Pahrumps optometrist since 1990, offering full-spectrum eye care for children and adults. Call today, 727-8300. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson. News 46 is also brought to you by Humana, serving the community. Please stop in at 1397 South Loop Road on the corner of Loop and Highway 160.
Tonight on News 46, police are investigating a possible drive-by shooting. And marijuana in the workplace. Business owners seek advice from an expert. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
An occupied home is struck by several bullets. It's Monday, February 19th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Another possible drive-by shooting into a structure occurred over the weekend. The two occupants narrowly escaped serious injury. This one occurred on the north side of town. The Nye County Sheriff's Office is reporting a second drive-by shooting, this one hitting a house on Ambler Way. Nye County Sheriff's deputies arrived at a residence in which an individual was grazed by either a bullet or a piece of glass on his head. The individual declined transport to local medical facilities. However, the couple who had just moved here to Pahrump from Washington report that they were watching TV when suddenly bullets came through their sliding glass door and parts of their home, missing them. Last week, we reported about another drive-by shooting that occurred on Sagebrush. A home, a RV, and a vehicle was also struck in that shooting. The Nye County Sheriff's Office are investigating both of these drive-by shootings. The first one, police allegedly found bullet casings from a .357 Magnum. It's unknown at this time what caliber weapon was used. However, police think that there may have been two different gunmen at this shooting. If you have any information, you're urged to contact the Nye County Sheriff's Office at 775-751-7000. You can remain anonymous. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. Area businesses received some guidance from an expert on workplace marijuana use during a meeting held at the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce offices. Since recreational marijuana and medical marijuana are now legal in the Silver State, the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce invited an expert, Joe McGuire, to come speak. McGuire helps business owners navigate through marijuana laws and policies to help protect the business's liability and their staff.
But because we have products now like vaping and whatnot, they have access all the time. So it's not just about Friday night anymore, but in addition to that, we have new contemporary marijuana products that is not the old school pot. It's not just a little joint. I need food with it, and should I take other medications with it or not, and sort of what's going to happen. Don't drive and whatnot. Okay. But with cannabis, we are not close to a standard so that we have a set of variables for which a physician can safely prescribe. It's just all over the map, and the more we get into these extreme potencies, the further away we're actually getting from that standard rather than the closer to. This is something employers are dealing with. So, Quest Diagnostics Drug Test Index says we've had the greatest increase in use of all illicit drugs by use employees in the last 12 years based on laboratory drug test results. When it says greatest increase in 12 years, that means in the last 2 years, all illicit drugs have now gone up. And they were previously going down, 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 down. And now it's not just marijuana. Marijuana is up from 6% to 20%, but all illicit drugs are also on the rise, which I find very interesting. The U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics says drug and alcohol-related deaths in the workplace soared in 2016 with a spike of more than 30% in a single year. And it's the greatest, the highest since 2008, so in 10 years.
For more information on the presentations given by the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce, you can give them a call at 775-727-5800. You can also find them on the web at Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. California fire crews are on scene of an almost 3,000-acre wind-driven wildfire north of Bishop. The Pleasant Fire broke out in Inyo County on Sunday on Pleasant Valley Dam Road and Highway 395. Many residents have been evacuated in the Meadow Creek area and Pleasant Valley Campground, Rudolph Ranch, Highlands, Glenwood, Rite Aid Complex, Bear Creek, Dixon Lane, and all housing areas between North Sierra Highway, Dixon Lane, Brockman, Five Bridges, Fish Law, and Laws. An evacuation center has been set up at the Bishop Tri-County Fairgrounds for families and animals that have been displaced. 19-year-old Florida school shooter Nicholas Cruz made a brief appearance in court for a procedural matter today. Police say that Cruz obtained 10 rifles in just over a year before the massacre. Investigators are working on tracking when and where the killer purchased his weapons, one of which was an AR-15 style rifle to shoot and kill 17 students and teachers at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School. Meanwhile, protests are happening across the country, urging legislatures to put in place policies and change to stop this from happening again. In the meantime, 15-year-old student Anthony Borgs remains in the hospital after being shot 5 times by Cruz. He is one of the 4 who remains hospitalized of the 14 victims who survived after Wednesday's school shooting in Parkland, Florida. Borgs is in bed recovering, hooked up to machines, with a long way to go after being shot in the back and legs, shattering his thigh bone. The hero is named as one of the many who saved lives that horrific day. Witnesses say Borgs protected his classmates by shutting the door on the gunman who shot through it, striking the young man. News 46 will return right after this break.